Good afternoon, everyone. It's January 27th, 2020. You know who the fuck I am. At least most of you. Say my damn name every video. Yeah. You know, I don't believe in coincidence. I just don't. I find it very difficult to believe that this whole outbreak thing is anything but contrived. I'm having a hard time believing that, this is a naturally occurring mutation from, what was it, bat soup? Or bat to human? I mean, I don't think it works that way. Do you? But check it out. Check it out. What the fuck? Gates Foundation sponsored training for fictional coronavirus outbreak that caused 65 million deaths last year. I do believe it's referred to as, because I did a video on it that I never uploaded. What was it? Incident 201 or something like that. We'll see. We'll see. This comes from Big League Politics, whoever they are. But before this year's very real coronavirus pandemic, and is pan now, not EPA. I'm sure most of my subscribers know the difference, so I'm not even going to do that to you. I'm not going to insult your intelligence like, mainstream media and some of these alt medias. It was Event 201, by the way. Event 201. So, we can probably go ahead and start referring to this whole thing as, Event 201. How's that? It's a lot shorter. But anyway, I digress. Before this year's very real coronavirus pandemic that started in China and is now sweeping the globe, a fictional simulation of such an event was sponsored by the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation last year. Event 201, which was hosted by the Johns Hopkins Center for Health Security, took place in October 2018 and featured a simulation in which a novel zoonotic coronavirus spread throughout the world and caused 65 million deaths worldwide. In the preparedness scenario, the coronavirus started in Brazil rather than China. In quotes, once you're in the midst of a severe pandemic, your options are very limited, said Eric Toner, a senior scholar at the Center for Health Security at Johns Hopkins University. In quotes again, the greater good can happen with pre-planning. What if they consider the greater good killing a giant portion of the world's population? But what if that's the greatest good in their opinion? I mean, these people have openly called for population reduction. And that only means one thing. Well, actually, it means a few things. Lower birth rates, and of course, the death of already living individuals and aborted babies. So there's that. All right. The event was hosted in New York City and attended by some of the most influential business leaders, government officials, and health officials. Attendees claimed that it really helped them rethink how they would handle disaster preparedness if such a situation were to arise. listen, remember Katrina, okay? Remember what the fuck happened to those people during Katrina. Remember, what was it, Superdome? The name may be incorrect, but it was the stadium there in New Orleans. Um, and what was it? The unaffected areas. They went in and stole the weapons from seemingly law-abiding citizens. See, this is why I don't put a lot of stock in that whole law-abiding thing, because even if you are law-abiding, they can still come and have their way with you. So what's the point in being law-abiding? Here's my law, okay? One law, just one. Do unto others as you would want them to do unto you. One law. And believe me, there are ways of dealing with transgressions of this law. So there's that. All right. So they say they're going to rethink how they would handle disaster preparedness. Yeah, for themselves, for continuity of government. Let's see what else here. Completing this poll grants you access to Big League Politics updates free of charge. May opt out at any time. Okay. Alright, well, it really does shake up assumptions that change thinking about how we can prepare for a global pandemic, says Tom Inglesby, director for the Security for Health, or Center for Health Security. My bad. Shit's a mouthful to say, okay? We don't have a vaccine for SARS or MERS or various avian flu viruses that have come up. Thank God. Thank God we don't. Toner said, noting how the situation described in Event 201 could easily take place. That's because vaccine development is slow and difficult if there isn't an immediate market for it. See, that's what everything boils down to in this world, people. Market. Seriously. Widespread allegations have also emerged that patents were issued for the coronavirus, perhaps in anticipation for its release upon the masses. And that's exactly what happened. Alright, so the other day, I proposed the idea that maybe China was set up. You remember that? Well, I have a fresh idea for you. A new one. Okay? Alright, so here's my idea. Excuse me here. Eric, you motherfucker, you should have done this in the first place. I know, right. Alright, so scenario. What if China was thinking, we're a little bit overpopulated. We're getting a little cramped here. It's taking too much resources. It's costing us too much money. What can we do about this? Oh, and those fucking Americans. What are we going to do about them? I know. How about we release this virus, whatever this virus is. You can't take their word for shit, but we'll call it Virus 201. How about that? V201. Make it sound, fucking like Resident Evil or some shit like that. What if they intentionally released it, the Chinese government, to not only cull their population, but to, go ahead and handle the problem of America and, handle their problem of food shortage, and a lot of other problems in their eyes. I guess a food shortage is a major problem. Why not go ahead and release this virus out of this high containment facility, supposedly, and go ahead and kill a bunch of people? Why not? And if we get called into question, we can be like, you're fucking crazy. Why would we ever do such a thing to our own population? I'm just playing devil's advocate here. Maybe it went the way I proposed a couple days ago. Maybe they got set up. Or maybe they saw it as a solution, they being the Chinese government, New World Order, or what they want to be a one world order, to all of their problems. But wait, there's still that fucking data. That fucking data is still out there, right? What are they going to do about that? I mean, certainly it's not going to kill everybody. Certainly, there's going to be some smart motherfuckers that live through this. Certainly, they don't want anyone ever getting their hands on it because they totally intend on reasserting control after such a devastating thing. Hell, they plan on taxing you throughout the entire process, one way or the other. Yeah, the IRS has a plan for collecting taxes after shit hit the fan. Don't believe me? Look it up. All right, I just thought I would put it out there. This is why I don't sleep at night, because my mind never stops churning. It's constantly going. Before last night, I think each night before that, for I don't know how long, I've only slept 3.5 hours each of these nights. And last night, I had to force myself to be knocked out. I wouldn't fall asleep otherwise. Excuse me. All right, let me see here. There was another one. Yeah, right here. Yeah. Oh, by the way, only one person answered my question about the live stream. Only one. Come on, answer the question. If I do a live stream, will you join me? And the reason this is not such a bad idea is because, well, there will be no filters on my mouth during a live stream. No filters. See, the other day I uploaded a video, if I were a serial killer, and I deleted it after a couple of hours because I said some things I probably shouldn't have said, but, Scientists calls for draconian measures to stop virus in Hong Kong. insists 44,000 already infected in Wuhan. Man, I'm going to tell you what. NASA, never a straight answer applies across the board to every agency. The whole fucking government might as well be called NASA. Yeah. I'm only going to touch on this one paragraph, maybe two, and jump to something else here. Now that health officials in China have admitted that patients infected with the novel coronavirus often become contagious long before symptoms emerge, and Canada may or may not have just confirmed its first case of human-to-human transmission. Health officials around the world are finally listening to some of the experts who warned about the virus's lethal potential. And I'm sorry, it's too little, too late. Okay? No matter what they do, no matter what quarantine they put in place, it's done. It's done. Now the question is, will V201 burn itself out before it kills a lot more people? That is the question. How far and wide is this going to spread? It's already taken a major toll on the Chinese economy. It's already taking a toll on our own economy. And, there's these individuals out there who believe, they swear that this is all about setting Trump up and just to make him look bad, and this stupid way of thinking is why we're here in the first place. It really is. It's stupid. And by the way, only in a world this shitty would anybody fucking mourn the death of a athlete who was a rapist. That shows the degradation right there. There's a couple more here. But you know what? I think I will go ahead and cut this one at about 20 minutes. It's a little short, just so I don't waste too much of your time if you're in a hurry. Please watch the videos all the way to the end. You never know what I'm going to say at the end or in between. And sometimes I sandwich things between articles, and those are the most important things. I really appreciate you all watching, commenting, giving me thumbs up. I appreciate those of you who dropped a few bucks on that PayPal account too. It helps me a lot. Eventually I'm going to be able to get another damn computer because my keyboard's not working on this one. I could probably go get one of them gel ones, but I don't know. I've had this computer for a very long time. So, anywho, kill the state, live free.